Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Hey, come on. Watch the read.
Play action. Haskins. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 75 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken short.
Let's go. Okay, ready? Spot. No.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch in.
Off the play fake. Shea. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Shea. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now this window is running back out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd and 12, Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. First corner, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That good for 19 on a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shea. It's caught. Humphreys. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Off play action. Shea completes it to Davis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
On the set. 5.
Off the play fake. Shea. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 29, Haskins. That one complete. He finds Sharp. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brings up third down.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Throwing on second down. Haskins. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Running from the gun, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6. at the 15-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Nice, sweetheart. Tight dog. Switch.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, it's Howard. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Haskins on third down. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Howard. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Will put this one through, and that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Throwing on first down, Shea. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Back to throw. Shea. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Shea. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 40-yard
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hey, Foxtrot.
2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, exit.
Hey, 4 down.
Off play action. Shea uncorks one for Davis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's caught by Howard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at that time, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Shea is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Shea. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 2nd and long. They're going deep here for Taylor. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Haskins will keep it on the sneak. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it. Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Forced out to his left. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, this is Howard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They go play action now. Haskins. And quick throw here. That's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's what I'm talking about.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And this will be taken at the 13. The field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to give.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Howard. Has some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Down right around the 25. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Lambeau is good, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? You don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Shea. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Shea. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They go with Howard again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The carry here for the big tight end. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. 2 and 1. 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 2 both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.